Howdy, I'm here to talk about Daybreakers. It was okay. I'm giving it a 5. It's pretty much right down the middle. Didn't suck, wasn't great. It's pretty much a science fiction film more than horror. It had a lot of gore in it. I mean, it was very gory, so some gory science fiction. But it's basically about a future where the human race is pretty much entirely gone and has turned into vampires. What humans there are have been farmed and are, you know, kind of like Matrix style, hooked up to machines, and they're being harvested for their blood. And the human population is dwindling, and the vampires are freaking out because they have nothing to drink, and they're trying to find a blood substitute, and they're not succeeding, and without human blood, the vampires mutate into a... they kept on saying mutant, like a... I don't know, it seems like that they were eventually just becoming bats. Like, if you went without blood, you'd become mindless and perhaps eventually become a bat. And the movie really focuses on Ethan Hawke, who's the main scientist who's trying to find the blood substitute, trying to find the cure for vampirism, and he does find it. It also stars Willem Dafoe and Sam Neill. That's, I think, why I like this movie so much, is because of the actors in it. The acting is good. I really like Sam Neill. Sam Neill always delivers a good performance, no matter what he's asked to do. He finds something to make his character just a little bit more slimier, and he just has a little bit more fun. And Willem Dafoe is always awesome. He's very underused here. But he's good. It's good. I'll watch... Again, I rented this movie for the cast. So there you go. It was kind of boring. Around the 45-minute mark, I was bored. You know, just like at the halfway point, you're supposed to be like, well, man, where is this going? And I was like, when's this going to be over? So, you know, whatever. Very well shot. It was, another thing I've respected about it, and why I give it a good review, or as good a review, is it was produced, written, and directed, and also had the special effects done by the Spierig brothers. And I respect any movie that what I call is as much as a singular vision as possible. These brothers wrote, directed, produced, obviously were very involved in the special effects. So this is their vision, and I respect that. It just could have been a little bit more exciting. But there were some, especially if you're a vampire fan, there were some, I guess, changes to vampire lore and commentary about vampire culture that I haven't really seen before. So that was kind of cool. It was very well shot. Some really good cinematography. I don't know why all vampire movies, though, have to be like blue. You know, it's just like blue. Maybe because they live in night. I don't know. It was just all blue. There were some good special effects, some good practical effects, really good makeup as the vampires mutated. I really enjoyed their mutated forms. Lots of gore. I thought again, the special effects are really good. There is some good stuff at the end in terms of climactic action set pieces. I thought were decently done, and I thought the ending was nice. But again, got bored with it. Some of the characters only showed up to play their one little note and further the story. Not a big fan of that. Again, it had a nice play on the vampire myth that you don't see every day, so it was kind of original. But boring. The story wandered. Things just kind of happened because they had to. It didn't seem really organic. But the Speary brothers, again, I give them props. It's their vision and it's what they wanted. So again, I think especially if you like science fiction, horror movies, vampire movies, definitely rent it. I think you'd enjoy it. You'd have a fun time. But it's not great. It's not great. It's okay. It's okay. Daybreakers is a 5. Check it out if you want. Thanks.